Hey, what's up guys, Assassin L1v3 here. This is a different video, as I wanted to do different videos. I did mention this way back, and I've actually only just got time to do it, as this cube is actually dried out, and it doesn't turn as well as it used to be able to. Sorry about the terrible noise, but we need this fixed, right? And I'm going to show you a quick, cheap and easy way how to lubricate your Rubik's Cubes, or any Rubik's Cube. Let me just get that done. Okay, so basically what you're going to want to do is find a substitute. Of course, this is like a e-vape liquid bottle, but I've actually put some really cheap cooking oil in here. Don't worry, it's not used. This is actually straight from the bottle. Don't use reused cooking oil. I know it's like great to reuse things and all that, but I suggest not doing it. I feel like I'm moving this back. Sorry guys, I'm just using the worst tripod right now. Other than that, let's get to it. Let me just move this back. Anyway, so once you have that in a secure syringy bottle or syringe, then you should be good to go. Then what you're going to want to do is take all the center caps off of your cube. It's best to do opposites, as that's what is best to do, in my opinion. You can do it however you want. Oh, doesn't seem to want to come off. But if yours don't come off, then the best way to attempt it is just to put your cube on a 45-degree angle and just pop everything off. Also, you're going to need some paper towels. That's essential in case it over floods your cube. This one doesn't seem to want to come off. I'm not going to keep trying. I just want to see if this blue one will. Okay, the blue one will. Maybe this one's just a bit too tight, or was I getting the wrong area? Yeah, I was getting the wrong area. Okay, so once you have all your center caps off, now you're going to want to try and dismantle the cube. The reason why I took the center caps off first was to see if you could actually take the pieces out like this. Now if you can't, that's why the screws are there. So then you can unscrew the caps and loosen it so you can easily take your cube apart. What I'm really going to do is the quick and easier way, by taking just the top part of the cube apart and filling it all from there, and then it will all be wiped down. You won't have to wash this out, as this oil should actually last quite a long time. As I've had these on my shelf now, because I don't really solve no more. I've had these on my shelf now for about 4 or 5 months, and they've only literally just dried out, as I pick them up every so often, just to give them a quick turn. But yeah, what you're wanting to aim for is at least along down this shaft here, maybe in the screws and some on the pieces. Not a lot on the pieces, otherwise it's just going to goo out. I'm going to show you what it will perform like before actually doing this. So this cube should perform like this one right here. Very nice and smooth, not too loud like you heard it before. And it's just really comfortable to solve. You might be a bit greasy on the fingers, but once you wipe it down properly and it all dries up, the lubricant that's still inside will actually be really nice and smooth. Just keep wearing it in and it will eventually feel the way you want it to. You can also do your tensions as well, but I'm kind of liking these tensions, so I'm just going to leave it. But it's really up to you to how you want to do it. So what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to get the lubricant or oil, and you're going to want to find where you really want it most. So I'm going to do these springs down here. Just like 3 blobs is good enough on each spring and area. And once all of these are done, you're going to really want to wait for that to actually drip down to the yellow one, as I can't really get to it unless I... Okay, yeah I can. That was maybe a bit too much. And then you're just going to put them on the screws a bit. And then all of that just like slide through. You got the center caps either way, guys. It's just so it loosens up the springs as well as the screws. Maybe on the side ones not so much, just for the benefit of not making too much of a mess. And also, once that is all done, the yellow one's going to be the hardest, but either way, it's got to be done. Once that's done, you're probably going to want to get some on the pieces here, so then you can run that over. I'm going to mainly do the corner pieces as it's all going to spread over anyway. And once that's done, you can reassemble your cube and then test it. I'm going to just show you how to put your cube back together in case you don't already know. I'm not just going to jump cut straight to it because some people don't actually know. Now I'm not going to put the center caps on immediately, so don't do that. So you're going to want to find an edge piece, which is of course you may already know, it's just a two-sided one. Then you're going to want to find the opposite. Now the opposite of white and green would be of course blue. Sorry if you heard that. I should have really put this on silent. But either way, then after that, you're going to want to find a white and orange one. And then a white and red. You're kind of getting the gist of it now. And then just align those. And then put the corners in. It's been a while since I've done this, so it's quite difficult for me as well. But once you have the main base of your cube together, it's just a matter of fact of turning it. And seeing how well it performs now. Much better than it did before, it's much quieter. It's just a matter of setting the tensions for you guys right now. Of course you're going to be covered in like oil and grease, but that's really easy to wash off. I'll recommend using hot water, no soap. If it gets to the point where you feel like you need to use soap, then use soap. But at first, don't use it, because the hot water will just run it straight off your hand. Try not to rub it in too much like I'm doing right now, like an idiot. But I'll be having a shower after this anyway, guys, so don't worry about that. So once you got it to how you like it, or whether you don't like it or not, I'm just going to get my screwdriver in it right now, because I'm finding that yellow is really, really loose right now. I bet this can do a 180. Nearly enough. Okay, now, I'm not a big fan of really loose tensions because the cube will just end up like popping everywhere. So I'm going to do a half turn on each one of these. Maybe a bit more. I should have really... Did I do yellow? We'll come back. Oh yeah, I definitely did yellow because that was the first one of my concerns. Okay, so once you've done that, guys, just give it a few more test turns, whether you like it or not. Okay, not the greatest. Let me try that again. It's because my hands are covered in grease, I'm not used to it. Okay, that's great in my mind, because I know that'll all wear off. So once you're done, you can then put all the center caps on. And we didn't make that much of a mess. The only mess that there'll ever be is mainly what's going to be left inside the cube when it's wiped off. That's why these are here. Now, if your cloth here is like covered in grease and oil, don't forget that you can never have too many. The reason why I use these is because it will then soak up instead of, you know, making your cube just twice as worse. Just give them like a quick rub down. And then once there's no residue, or if your mats are like covered in grease, then I wouldn't recommend putting them back on, as it's just going to cover them again. So once you're done with this, put the screw back on and you should be good to go. Anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry that this was a really long tutorial. I just wanted to go in depth on how to make this like a cheap and easy way how to lubricate your cube. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I want to do more like this. But it really depends on what type of feedback I'll be getting from this. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Please give me a like if you did. Give me a comment, just like let me know whether you enjoyed it or not, or what you want to keep on seeing. If you want to keep on seeing more stuff like this, then subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.